Hello and welcome. In this video we are gonna look at Nuki Smart Lock Home Solution. This video isn't sponsored by Nuki, but I've been looking for a smart lock solution for a few months now, and I thought I would share my experience with you guys from unboxing to setup and then the overall user experience. By the end of this video, you will learn whether I'll keep the Nuki setup or whether I'll return it. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. In terms of unboxing experience, I have to say both the Smart Lock and the Keypad 2 are packed very neatly in a very minimal packaging. Yes, I did get the Keypad 2, not just the Smart Lock, but I'll talk about pricing and the bundling later. So this is the Nuki Keypad 2. As you can see, it's very sleek, very minimal. It has a keypad obviously, and then it also has a fingerprint reader. Shame it doesn't come in white, it only comes in this black color, but I guess it's fine. In terms of Smart Lock, it comes in white and black as well, and on the Pro version the top of the knob is actually made of aluminium, but I went for white one because I have a white main door, and overall the hallway is more in the lighter colors, therefore I thought it's gonna be much more fitting for my use in my house. So this is the actual keypad. As you can see, again, very minimal. You get numbers all the way from 1 to 9, then seems to be like a back button here, or backspace button, and then there is this fingerprint reader. On the rear we have a mounting mechanism, which is simply click in and click out with the 3M adhesive. It does work on 4 AAA batteries, which I do like, that it's replaceable. You don't need to charge it by USB-C, you can quickly replace it. According to manufacturer, batteries should last up to 12 months, which is not bad, and of course once the batteries will be low, you'll get a notification via the app. There are 2 ways of mounting this. You're either going to use the 3M adhesive, or you can just use screws and screw it on, but I think using the adhesive should be plenty enough, to be honest. There's no theft protection unfortunately, so anyone can unclick it and just run away with it, but in my case it's not going to happen because I live in a house and we have a fence that goes around. This is literally going to be mounted on my main door. It's not going to be accessible from a street at all. And then we have a main star of the show, Nuki Smart Lock 2. This is actually the 4th generation of this product. I heard about this brand while I was doing the research about smart locks. They are Austrian-based company. They seem to be doing pretty well based on their portfolio. They introduced some new interesting stuff at CES 2025. But yeah, this is the 4th generation. It comes with the manual, as you can see. This is the main unit. It is quite big, to be honest, especially because of the battery pack, which sits at the bottom. It charges via USB-C, but if you do not like the idea of battery pack, you can simply put in normal disposable batteries. I've seen many people online doing that. It does feel pretty sleek, it does feel pretty minimal and well built. As I said, the tub is built from aluminium, so it does feel nice and cold. It does say here you need to charge it before first use, so I did make sure to charge it around 5 hours before the first use. And this little box, which is marked with this tiny screwdriver, there's the Allen key and USB-C to USB-A charging cable, which I'm probably never going to use because I have plenty of my own cables. In the last box we have the mounting brackets. I'm going to talk about those mounting brackets in a minute, but basically you have 2 options of mounting the Smart Lock on your actual door mechanism, similar to the actual keypad. One is with adhesive and the other one uses screws. Overall, I do like the design. It's very minimal, it's not that intrusive. Battery pack bit could be a little smaller. It's a bit on a bigger side, but I do like that, and I would also like to see a white option for the keypad, but I do understand it's it's a new company and they want to keep the complexity as low as possible, so that's understandable. Now let me walk you through the actual setup process and the installation and the pairing with the app. Now it might seem to be a bit intimidating at first, but all in all it took me up to 10 minutes to do the whole thing, including the keypad and pairing with the phone and pairing with my Apple HomeKit via the Matter standard. So first of all, no tools are needed. You got one tiny Allen key included, and that's literally all you're gonna need. And I already hinted on the mounting plates, so you got 2 mounting plates. The first mounting plate is actually using 3 tiny screws that actually lock in around the cylinder. You use it to tighten it up, and that's how it holds at place. And there is a second mounting plate which just uses standard 3M adhesive, which actually I used. But how do you supposed to know which one should you use? Well, if the cylinder sticks out more than 3 millimeters, you use the one with the screws. But if it sticks out less than 3 millimeters, you simply use adhesive. Funny enough, In my case, my cylinder sticks out exactly 3 millimeters. So naturally, I first tried to use the one with the screws, and that didn't hold too well, as you can see here in this clip. It does shakes a bit, it's not secured very well, so I removed it and then replaced it with the adhesive version of the mounting plate, and this one holds in pretty well and secure. But I'm getting ahead of myself here. Next, we need to remove the battery pack before we mount the smart lock on the mounting plate. Next, you need to pick a key that's going to be permanently inserted inside of the cylinder from the indoors. Once you do that, we place the smart lock over the key, making sure the key is rotated same way as the insides of the mechanism. But I think that's a common sense, you know. After that, it should all click in place, and then we simply re-enter the battery pack. In order to proceed forward from here, we need to download the Nuki app. Yeah, I agree. After you download the app, they ask you to whether you agree with the privacy and policy. Yeah, you do that, and then you click on Setup Device, Smart Lock at the top, and Set Up Smart Lock. Again, more privacy, policy, and stuff like that. You enter your name. After that, you need to hold the Nuki Smart Lock in the middle for 5 seconds in order to enter the pairing process. LED will start flashing, and you know it's connecting to the smart lock via the Bluetooth. Success. Being connected. Now it does ask whether we need help with the mounting process. We don't, we've already done that. After this, we're gonna be prompted with a firmware update. It's gonna take a while, but you know, after that, it's all easy peasy. Then you need to choose a name for your smart lock. So if you're using a few of them on a patio main door, or maybe on a garage door, you name them accordingly. I only have one main door here, so it's pretty straightforward here. Then you can enable location services, and this actually enables the automatic locking and unlocking systems. If you leave your house or if you simply go for a walk with your dog and you forget to lock the door, it should lock automatically without you needing to remembering that. And just like that, when you come back within the 100-minute radius, it should unlock as you approach your home. Then it's gonna ask you which door handle is outside of your door. For me, it's just a lever, nothing fancy here, but you need to select this accordingly, obviously. And then you can enter your security code, which will allow you to change the settings of the smart lock. Now, this one is very important, simply because if you grant access to more people to your smart lock, your family, kids, and maybe some of your neighbors or friends, they will not be able to do any changes in the settings without this security code. So keep that code secure, do not share it with anyone. Once that's done, it's going to fully lock and unlock to calibrate the actual mechanism to see how many turns it takes to actually lock your door. And once that's done, you're all set. It's this easy. So yeah, the longest bit of the actual process was the firmware update, but there's nothing you can do while that's happening. You just have to wait for that to happen. Since Nuki supports Matter, I quickly also paired it with my HomeKit accessories, and you can already see that it's now part of my HomeKit smart home setup. Part of my bundle was also this Nuki keypad, which should enhance security even further and offer another possibilities of opening the door. It also allows you to generate codes for friends, family, neighbors. Those can be temporary codes or permanent codes different from your own access code. Keypad is pretty small, design is nice and clean, but it only comes in black. You can either use code or fingerprint, or if you're very paranoid, you can use combination of both. Now, installation is extremely easy and foolproof. There are no tools required unless you want to screw it in to your door frame, which wasn't my case. I simply used the 3M adhesive. All you need to do is make sure it's not too far away from the main smart lock unit, so up to 5 meters according to manual, in order for Bluetooth to work seamlessly. Once you put in the adhesive in place, you just click in the unit in place and it's all set up. After that, all you need to do is pair it with a smart lock via the Nuki app. So in Nuki app, you go to keypad, you press the left arrow key for a few seconds, it starts flashing, you enter the security code. Again, it's going to update its firmware as it does with any smart tech these days. After that, you can simply choose the entry code to open the door, and then you can also enter your fingerprint. The process is very seamless. It works similar to Touch ID on older iPhones. Nuki Smart Lock Pro is priced approximately around 300 euros. However, there are various bundles available that provide better value for money. For example, this bundle offers addition of Nuki Keypad 2 for 400 euros, while the keypad itself would cost 160 euros. So yeah, you literally pick whatever bundle you need for your setup, your house or your apartment. Of course, no security system is perfect, but it's always nice to have that extra layer of protection. And I think this is what Nuki does very well. The actual setup is very simple and I would say even seamless as it was for me. There were no hiccups, there were no frustrations. It took everything to up to 10 minutes if I exclude the actual firmware update, which took roughly 5 minutes for both keypad and the smart lock unit. And the experience is very easy. You can simply invite the members of your family. You can share the codes with them. You can create the codes for them. You can see thanks to notification when the doors are open, when doors are locked. There's the proximity function as well, which unlocks the door if you approach your house or locks the door if you leave your house. It does work very well. I do like the temporary codes for, I don't know, contractors, family members or neighbors that you know very well. They simply, I don't know, come and feed your cat while you're on vacation. You can generate a code for them. They can access the door, and once they leave, the code is disabled and they won't have access anymore to your property. So I do like that. So I've been using the smart lock from Nuki for 2 weeks now, and I do like that. It does work pretty well. It does give you that peace of mind if you're lying in the bed at night and, you know, did I lock the main door? You can just look at your phone. Yes, I did. So there you have it. You probably figure out by now that I do like it enough that I'm gonna actually keep it as part of my smart home, which has been growing ever since we moved in here. It's been already 3 years. It all started with Philips Hue, then we added the smart gate, smart sprinkles, and there are just things coming in now, the smart locks, things are just coming into the ecosystem and it's growing bigger and bigger. So yeah, let me know what you think of the Nuki Smart Lock Pro in the comments down below. That's been it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.